Hello and welcome to No Laughing Matter with me, Dom.
And me, Jack.
That's
Hello.
it, we are cooking with
Oh,
gas.
we nailed
What
it.
time is it? It's 24 minutes past 1.
I was going to say 24 minutes past 13. then.
we are in the lovely Bath today instead of the humdrum Bristol.
When we say we're in the bath.
We don't really.
Oh my! So we're in the city of Bath. We're at
if anyone would like to see us in the Bath, tune in, go to www.nolaughingmatterwebcam.com where we'll be live streaming this episode.
Yeah, not safe for work.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we're recording from my house today instead
your
of Dom's.
phone? Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Oh my god, microphone hog. Right, so we're recording from my house today in Bath instead of Dom's house, which is quite nice. A bit more comfortable, a bit more airy. It's
roomy.
cleaner.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell the same. It's kind of...
There's a must.
I'd say this is odour neutral, whereas
exactly.
your place is kind of... It's distinctive.
If I were to blindfold you and take you there, you'd be able to guess where we were.
You know
once you're inside my room.
You know the Febreze advert where they spray things with Febreze and then lead I always imagine them doing that with your room, but instead of spraying things with Febreze, they just set it on fire. and then people walk in like with flames and go, "Oh yeah, this is much better. Oh, what is this?"
I have often walked into that room and thought, should I just burn it and start again? Do you know what I mean? In a very sort of unceremonious, like, this was my first attempt.
Yeah. And then
Just
obviously,
go
you kind of...
Which would be awkward in a shared house.
Well, yeah, of
What
course.
do you do?
That's
Does
right.
anybody smell smoke? Oh, it's just...
Dom spring cleaning
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
So, so that's us recording in Bath. And Dom, what was it you wanted to talk about today?
That was smooth. That was silky smooth. I don't really know how to tell you what's going on.
There's a face in the window.
Yeah.
One of the side effects from recording in Bath is that my wife is home and her face is peering through the kitchen door.
Yep.
Yep.
I was going to bring bad news.
What's the bad news?
David Frost is dead.
Oh. Wow. We just broke a story on No Laughing Matter. That's pretty...
Heart attack.
That's intense. It was a heart
Jesus.
attack. Do you want to come and talk about it, or are you okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks, darling.
Bye.
Bye. So
Wow.
we're gonna level with you now. That may have seemed planned. It totally
No.
wasn't.
Is
So,
Dave-
yes, she's gone now. So that's the small minion we have working, sat by Google, bringing us news of anything that happens.
Live breaking news. We need to kind of edit in the
David-
kind of...
David Frost has died.
David Frost. Is he...
Oh, come on.
Is he only Fools and Horses, or is he the newsreader?
Your ignorance has confused me as to whether I know. The fact that David Frost was the hello and welcome to Through the Keyhole.
Oh, like in the film Frost Nixon.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. So who am I thinking of then?
You're
I'm thinking of A Touch of Frost.
David Jason.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it David Jason? But the guy from A Touch... I thought that's who she meant. I
Oh.
thought that's who had died. Del Boy.
No, not Del Boy. I mean, David Jason would also be a great loss.
Oh, I hope she doesn't
However-
come round.
Yes.
Just to get around the... Oh, yeah, also...
That was weird. That's never happened before.
No.
Someone kind of peer in, break some news to us. How are you, Phil? Spot reaction. You didn't know who he was. So actually, I feel quite...
Can I just say, this is kind of like, I don't want to get into social commentary, but you only ever find out that celebrities have died through social media. Nobody's ever opened a paper in the morning, seen that someone's died and it been a surprise, or you don't watch it on TV.
Yeah.
So you know somebody who will let you know via a tweet or a Facebook post that
When I
a
find out
celebrity has died.
Michael Jackson died, I was in the
He's
pub.
dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
See? Exactly.
And I thought it was a joke, and we all thought it might have been a joke, and therefore it took us like 20 minutes. That was exactly the same scenario to what happened there. We're all in the pub, we're all laughing and joking, and then all of a sudden someone gets a text from their mum, of all people, that says, MJ's dead. And that was the end. And we were like, what? And he was like, is that a joke? And he was
MJ's
like,
dead.
is that a joke? And I was like, oh no. Anyway, sorry, I realised I was sounding like a teenage girl. And then someone was like on the BlackBerry kind of going, no, I'm on it. And then it was genuine. I've never been sat in a pub before and someone's gone, quickly, can you turn the telly over?
Yeah.
Can you turn it over? And it was on to Sky News, and then it was like, confirmed unconscious and all. Anyway,
If somebody sent me a
David
text
Frost.
saying MJ's dead, I'd be like, Michael Jordan's dead. But yeah, David Frost.
David Frost. Wow.
I know. Should
I,
we?
I always felt like he would be a really cool person to meet, personally.
Well, if he has a state funeral, you still might.
I don't think he will have a state funeral.
I don't know. It's
That's really odd.
I don't know.
Should we what?
Well, the thing is, on a podcast, you can't really have a minute's silence, can you? You just kind of, if you want to pause it for a minute.
Well, also, if anyone tunes into this like a month down the line,
Yeah.
Wow. I really like Frost Nixon though. It's a good film.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Let's turn this back to films. Comfortable
Did
grounds.
you see when they were when David Frost and Michael Sheen were on the BAFTAs and they both presented an award together? And
No.
and they were like hosting an award, and Michael Sheen kept taking the mic. Well, not taking the mic, but he was doing David Frost's voice while they were stood next to each other.
I'm gonna have to call back to an earlier comment when
Right.
I thought that Frost was the guy from A Touch
David
of Frost.
Jason,
so obviously I wouldn't.
That's your confusion, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yes.
That was.
Why
it.
would? Well, actually, no. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you in a
That'd be
second.
big news to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of knocked me for six. But okay. So what? Before my wife came in and.
I'm still keen to talk about it.
All right.
Talk
Yeah.
about that. I mean, like, I can see your confusion, and then what I was going to say, but I was
Yeah.
going to let you finish your story, was I genuinely went round to my nan's house. It's fine, she'll never know this. The internet exists, but I genuinely went round. I hadn't seen her in ages, and I sort of turned up, and it was quite late in the evening, and we were just sat having a cup of tea. It was that normal thing of I'll just pop in, and then all of a sudden I'm sat. She's Italian, or the Italian side of my family, so I'm sat with food and 2 cups of tea. And she's coming over with biscuits, going, "Come on, take a biscuit. I'm not gonna. Come on."
Yeah.
And then it's bullying. It is bullying. I'm gonna put it out there.
It's bullying with love.
But and then all of a sudden the conversation. This was about a week ago as well. All of a sudden she goes, "Oh, wasn't it a shame about Tony Soprano?" I was like, so, and I wasn't sure if she meant the fact that she'd just seen the series and but she actually
She
meant
just
wasn't it a shame
the
about
cliffhanger,
James
yeah.
Gandolfini, and I was like, yeah, it was really, wasn't it? And she was like, oh, Blair.
How old? Oh, how old is your grandmother?
She's not that. She was.
Because has she watched this? Because I haven't watched The Sopranos yet.
I'm rewatching The Sopranos.
Oh my god, I need to get
it's
on
really
it.
good. We should totally do that. But
Mind you, I suppose there's no rush now. They're probably not going to make another
she
series.
Was.
Ooh, sorry.
Well, they
too
weren't
soon.
anyway. The series had ended, but she was 38 when I was born, so she'll be 59 this year. She'll be 59 this month actually.
Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Grandma on the press day.
Which
See, we do deaths, we do announcements, we do birthdays. We're like your local paper.
which takes us nicely to what we were going to talk about, which was birthdays.
Yeah.
Because August is the month in which there's the most amount of birthdays.
Ah, yeah. Go on. You go on. 'Cause I was going to say about actual birthdays.
Well, it's my birthday coming up.
Yes.
Your birthday's a few months away. Your
birthday-
child is going to be born within a month, so that's another birthday. My
Yeah.
girlfriend's just had a birthday. My dad's just had a birthday.
Can we have dates? Because odds are I'm going to have to listen back to this to remember when
Okay.
everyone's birthday.
My
So
dad's.
yours.
My dad's.
yours-
I know my dad's birthday.
I'm not going to get your dad a card. We can.
It was the pin number to the video shop, so it was 2308.
No.
So I never forget his birthday, just because I was always like,
Can't
yeah.
wait for all the video shop fraud that's going to be taking place.
I
after
think
this.
they've shut down now. I walked past my old video shop, which is on Sandy Park in Brislington, Phoenix Videos.
Really?
And,
It's one of those independent
I
videos.
knew it was shutting down when they started to have a bigger gift card section
Oh,
than
of
actual
course.
DVDs. But anyway,
Was it one of those video shops that had like a CD section? You know, like behind the beaded curtain,
yeah.
and you get like the old VHS with Naughty Nuns 12 and whatnot on.
there wasn't. It wasn't behind a beaded curtain. There was just
In the
literally,
window,
I
flashing
kid you-
lights.
No, I kid you not. The kids section was by the window.
Right.
So if you were looking at the kids section, you could see out onto the street.
Yeah.
And on the other wall behind you was the X-rated porn.
Bloody hell.
This is how independent it was. They didn't really have any space
Yeah.
to put it anywhere else.
Segmentations
Kids
for
here.
whims. Yeah.
X-rated porn here.
Wow. And you say it's not going anymore?
No.
No. Oh.
It was only one wall. That was the problem. If they'd expanded out.
We used to get we used to rent our videos from the corner shop by us, and it was I mean, a lot of corner shops are. Is that the politically correct term? Is it general stores or you know what I mean by corner shop?
Why do you need
right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well,
Why do you need a political correct term?
I don't know. It just something about corner shop doesn't sound right. It sounds like it should be. It almost sounds on PC, but I think that's just. I'm probably wrong. I'll Google it immediately after this.
Yeah.
But it was there's independents and then there's super independent and then there's like renting videos on the strength of a handshake.
Right. Okay.
And the corner shop by us is kind of like we only live around the corner. And
Yeah.
my parents knew the owners and that they all knew each other and it's like, you know, it's old kind of. I wouldn't say locally dokely. I mean, it is the West Midlands, so you know, there's probably a lot of blood relations in the area. But you'd go in, you'd like pick up a video, it's like, oh yeah, I'll just borrow this one for a couple of nights. Like, oh, okay then, yeah, bring
Really?
it back when you're done and things like that.
I remember there was
You,
an
you
old.
don't, you don't get that in Bath in the big cities.
Well, I remember there was an old woman who worked there who wouldn't let me get away with anything.
Mm.
But there was like a younger man, and I'm sure he's already lost his job, so it's not going to be incriminating. Because I used to generally go and rent a video like after school, watch it that evening, and then drop it off on the way to school the next morning. Because it was only like a pound for 3 DVDs for one night.
Yeah.
Because no one would watch 3 DVDs a night unless they were me. And
Sleepers for wimps.
yeah, and one guy would let me get away with absolutely. I could just take short of the X-rated section. I'm sure I never tried that out, but I could just leave with absolutely anything as long as we chatted for a bit and had a bit of back and forth. Whereas this woman was like, "Hang on, no, this is what it was." But that was fun. You used to be able to rent games from it, and that was good.
Yeah, I like the thing. I know we're veering off topic, but renting games is awesome, and I know, like a lot of things like Netflix and that, one of those, and you can download and you can stream, and that's brilliant and all. But I kind of something about renting a game, and it's like when I was young, it was very rare and a very special treat. Like we'd rent a game from Blockbusters or whatever, video game rental services now out of business. But we'd rent a game, and it was such a treat because aside from actually having that game, like a brand new game, there was that pressure. It's like, right, I've got 72 hours before this has to go back. Don't look at me, don't feed me, don't even touch me, don't be in the same room with me because my diary is booked.
I once played Spider-Man Adventure. I think it was like a Spider-Man Adventure game all the way through without a break, just kind of starting and then stopping. This was on the PS1. And it was just, that was intense. Really good game though. From what I remember, it's probably rubbish now. But I tell you what I played.
What's that?
The Last of Us.
I'm actually watching a Let's Play series of it because...
Where are you in the Let's Play series? Spoilers.
We're venturing into spoiler territory for myself here. What's just happened? Tommy...
Have they gone back to...
No, they've gone back to where Tommy was stationed.
Yeah, okay.
They've got on the horse and they're just outside the science bit.
Right, okay.
With the mirrors, but they kind of just got there on the horse.
I thought that game was going to be really... Like, I wasn't expecting it to be great, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool.
I mean, even just...
Watching it, yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of... I grew up with a brother, and a lot of the games we had when we were younger, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, were one player. So we got in the habit, one person plays, another person watches.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And it's like watching the Let's Play and things like that. I love it because I can kind of get the story.
Did you used to shout at your brother when you would get it wrong for like being in it? Yeah. Because me and my brother used to do that. My brother would
You'd shout at your brother when you got it wrong.
My brother would be doing something, and then he'd turn to me and I go, "Oh, why are you doing? Stop it!" And I remember my brother like started clicking, like it didn't play. I couldn't concentrate.
Clicking.
I don't know if it was with his marathon because I was trying to focus on the game, so I genuinely made him sit outside of my field.
No, that's bringing back memories. I think I may have done that before.
You're putting me off. Go away.
Oh God! Just those 4 words, it all comes screaming back. You're putting me off.
Yeah, exactly.
I
can't do it because you're just sit in the corner.
Do you have to watch? Can't you just read a magazine or something?
Exactly.
Just going out, mum, and stuff like that.
But that was me and him used to really like. I can't remember who was worse. He'd probably say me, and I'd probably say him. But yeah, I remember I was so pissed off. We used to have a Mission Impossible game.
Yeah.
Which didn't have Tom Cruise in it, but it was the Tom Cruise character. Do you know that Tom Cruise won't allow his face to be used in a game or on a doll? He won't allow it for some reason. It's in his contract.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I was playing. It was a Mission Impossible game that was with nothing to do with any of the films, so it was just set in in the universe is what it would be now. Whereas at the time it was
just basically real life universe. Just
yeah.
Tom Cruise or not Tom Cruise. isn't it?
Yeah, kind of similar height, similar hair, but slightly different face to avoid
Yeah.
a lawsuit. And I remember I was the angriest I've ever been while gaming with my brother was he played on my save point.
Oh.
And he played it to a point that was impossible for me to get any further. And I was so
That's
annoyed.
sacrilege.
I don't think I've ever been as angry at anything as I was that.
God, the angriest point with my brother, Street Fighter 2 caused. Even to this day, I can't play beat 'em up games.
Really?
I like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I love that on the Wii. Can't wait till it comes out for the Wii U.
We played, what was it?
Yeah, we played Super Smash Brothers.
No, we played Street Fighter.
Did we?
Yeah.
Not for long though. No, it's like
Because you remember there was the red tornado was that guy's special move.
Zangief.
The guy with the hairy chest.
Zangief. Did you ever play Street Fighter 2?
No, I was Tekken.
Ooh.
I was Tekken.
Oh no, that's alright then. I'll give you that. But Street Fighter 2, or just beat 'em up, spamming moves.
Yeah.
It's like my brother's younger than me as well, so when we start playing a fighting game for the first time and he learns how to do one move,
Yeah,
that's it. That's all he needs to do. Chun-Li spinning bird kick was nearly responsible for his death. Honestly, it's like spinning bird kick because kind of it's one of those games. They say like Sonic Boom and Hadouken and all that. They say what they're doing.
Yeah.
And just that voice was kind of it was nightmare fuel after a few rounds of that. So
we do have Street Fighter 2 on the PS2, I think actually. PS1. Sorry.
Oh, is it like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo
Maybe
HD
something
Remix,
like-
something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty legit, but it is a PS1 version.
Yeah, I mean,
We also got the Sega Mega Drive going the other day, and I played Mortal
Excellent.
Kombat 2.
oh, nice. Did it bring back memories? Did you play when you were young?
Yeah, I did.
Mm.
I forgot everything. Like with every other game that I've played, normally you get into the swing of it and you go, "Oh, that was the special move."
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2, I couldn't get beyond like one fight on like career mode.
Mortal Kombat.
Where I was trying to actually go through it. I didn't remember any of the fatalities.
The thing is, I could never do fatalities because they were impossible.
Yeah.
Everybody who ever did a fatality on Mortal Kombat cheated basically because it is like left, right, up, down, B, C, A, square, triangle, whatever the Mega Drive controllers were. Obviously, I've cocked that up. But and you get like a split second as well, and they're just so difficult to do. And before every match in Mortal Kombat, you've got like those little cubes along the bottom, and you can put in the special code.
Oh yeah.
And it's like their version of cheating. It's like the Konami code basically, and you can put in different patterns, and you get like big head mode or baby mode or whatever it is. But
Baby mode. I know baby mode existed. There was a cheat that could turn your opponent into a baby and you'd automatically win.
really,
Yeah.
isn't that one of the because you had fatality, friendship. I want to say bestiality, but that might be wrong.
I think that's just
And
wishful thinking.
Infantality.
Must have been infantality then.
Yeah, something where you did. You was
Yeah.
like you finish it and you turn them into a little kid. But no, I grew up Nintendo, then Sony, so the kind of Sega and the Mortal Kombats did pass me by. But recently, playing on the Wii U, probably one of the few people who still own them. Because
What game have you got?
yeah,
Maybe it is. Well,
yes, forget the podcast. Let's just game.
This always happens. There's a point in every podcast where we forget we're recording and we nearly walk away from the microphone and just kind of get on with our day.
Just drop the mic
Yeah.
like White Rapper
This
style
is
and
this
just
is
walk
totally
away.
what we'd be doing, short of asking your wife to leave the room. This is totally what we'd be doing without the microphone. I don't know
Yeah,
if that
pretty
makes it
much.
more interesting or less interesting.
Oh, I don't know.
I have spent many a sleepless night.
Let's not
staying up.
self-analyse.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah,
Particularly on one of the podcasts. Sorry.
Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
It's like the Wii Sports for the Wii U. It's
Do you remember when we stayed
Brilliant.
up all night playing Wii Sport?
we could stay up all night watching playing Nintendo
Have
Land.
you got to go to work tomorrow?
Ooh,
Maybe let's not talk about it.
yeah, it's
Yes.
an off-podcast conversation.
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers
Yeah.
U, which is good fun. It's good fun on the. I'm at Bowser.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And it takes me back to the old days of Mario because Bowser is fucking solid in this game, and he really. I've had to go at it a couple of times,
Yeah.
and I know what to do, but it's just so difficult.
I tell you what, I genuinely found notes the other day. This is quite weird we're talking about it. Yeah, because at Aim Low we're trying to get several video projects off the ground, which are nearly there, but possibly an off-podcast conversation.
Oh, all right.
To keep
Please, because I don't know what you're talking about.
But the other day I found an old book in which I had started writing a Tekken movie.
Right, that's not what I expected you to
What were you
say.
expecting me to say?
Thought you were going to say, like a lot of people, like myself, in the game cases, you'd always have a scrap of paper with the cheats written down.
Oh, right.
And I thought you were going to
Yeah,
say
fine.
you found an old scrap of paper with the Tekken cheats on, but no, it's
No,
actually
no.
a screenplay.
For Tekken. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But this is the thing, I thought of this ages ago.
Hmm.
Genuinely ages ago when I was... It must have been when we were playing the PS2 at, like, in Brislington, South Bristol. So this is way before I met you. to
I'd
give
say,
you
I've never...
give you an idea of
Alright,
how far along ago this was. We're old pals. I genuinely turned to the mic like it was someone else I had to talk to in the room anyway. But and I was saying what would be really cool was actually if on the internet you would have, and I wrote this and I was genuinely shocked, and this isn't just blowing my own trumpet. I think I was shocked because when you find something you wrote, there's always that mixture of like cringy, awkward.
Yeah, I know
like,
that feel.
I felt like a completely different person when I wrote this down.
Mm.
But it was saying that actually the thing to do is in order to have that many characters in one thing, you'd have to have like videos online, and you'd have like a whole on the internet, and I even spelt internet wrong. That's how foreign the internet
Oh my
was.
God.
Where people could log on and like watch how the tournament's going, and then the film would be a part of that.
That's pretty good.
And then after like looking at that, I completely forgotten, but remembered after reading it. Okay, sorry. This reminded me is the better way of putting that sentence. Of that, do you remember they did that with Mortal Kombat? They had the Mortal Kombat miniseries on YouTube.
No.
They totally did.
I tell you what, I'm just listening to that. If you replace the word Tekken with Pokemon, you'd be a millionaire by the end of the week.
No, I don't.
No,
like Pokemon.
honestly, Pokemon tournament, right?
Really?
Pokemon movies, you're okay. But if you did like little Pokemon battles,
Yeah.
did you ever see that live action trailer for Pokemon, like a gritty reboot of a Pokemon movie?
No, no, no.
God, we've got so much stuff to do after this
We'll show it to
podcast.
me. We'll put it in the.
This podcast is getting in the way of our lives. But there's, if we'll throw a link up as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It was somebody's filmed it and they've put a lot of effort into it, a lot of CGI. But yeah, live version of what would be a gritty reboot of the Pokemon franchise.
See, I'd love to do a proper, because I wrote down, this is such a like a child thing to do when working out. I'm gonna make a film. I wrote what the trailer would be.
Okay.
And I also wrote what the opening of the film would be, which is I'm going to share these insights with you. So, which one to tell you first? Okay, I'm going to tell you the trailer and see if this will get your bum in a seat with a ticket going. So
Okay, big movie exec, sell me.
Okay, I feel like I need a cigar at this point. But so I thought the trailer would be. Do you know the boxer with blonde hair, Steve? Steve, he was called. I don't think he had a second name.
Again, I've never played.
He was the only
All right.
English character, so it's
Okay.
Tekken, not Mortal Kombat.
Oh God, yeah. What was
Steve with the blonde slick back hair.
Was he
Who never-
Tekken?
he
Was
never-
he Tekken 1?
No, he was later on, I think. But he never used to kick. He just used to kind of duck.
Oh,
And,
he was an asshole to play. He was, yeah.
but I thought him in a trailer because otherwise, if you've got two people who fight in a similar fashion, it's not interesting to watch. You know what I mean? You want to see like a martial arts guy versus a boxer.
Yeah.
And then have one of the other characters who's. Do you remember the guy? I can't remember, but he was one of the lead characters with like the gingery hair. No, I don't remember his name either, and it was quite an intense name to pronounce. So for a dyslexic, I probably just ignored it.
Ginger hair. Oh, there was Kazuya Mishima.
I think it might have been him.
He didn't have ginger hair. What are you talking
okay,
about?
well then it wasn't him.
There's Kazuya Mishima.
Yeah.
Law.
No,
Law
it
was
wasn't
kind of like
Law.
the Bruce Lee ripoff.
Yeah,
There was
he was.
King, who was the wrestler with the tiny
Yeah.
head. There was Jack, who was kind of the robot cyborg
Yeah.
thing. Anna, who was the femme fatale.
Yeah.
Michelle was the
She was like
Native American.
Yeah, she did like a capoeira. Or in the
No, that
demo,
was
I remember.
Eddie. Eddie Gordo was
But
the
they both
capoeira
did,
guy.
because they were both. One of them trained the other one.
No. Anna was in. Start again. I'm sure it's Michelle. She started in Tekken 1.
Okay.
And she was a Native American one. Eddie Gordo brought capoeira in Tekken 3, and then in Tekken 4 there was a female character whose name escapes me who did capoeira as well.
Right, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's say It'd be really nice to have a guy fighting a woman in the trailer. That'd be quite cool.
That speaks a lot to your psyche, but go on.
Well, no, because otherwise, if you want...
Yeah, but you got to
females
follow
come
the
and watch it.
rules. I mean, obviously the female's got to win. Because, you know...
Yeah, you can't have a guy...
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you can't do a trailer with a
I
guy
tell you
and a girl
what,
fighting and then the guy just sparks her out.
This is the prototype trailer.
Yeah.
So pick another guy character that he could fight.
Who? The boxer guy?
The boxer, Steve. That'd be
Well-
interesting. Because I think Law should be saved for like a little bit of a reveal.
Yeah, well, Hihachi's the obvious choice, but he's a bit... What about the panda? Because you had the panda as well, or
Okay.
bear.
Okay, we'll come back to those. Who else have you got?
Oh, God, you're testing my knowledge now.
Okay, so another one, but it's kind of...
Was it Bruce was the boxer? Not...
Steve, I don't know. It doesn't
Alright,
matter. But
okay.
anyway, so they're fighting, and it's in a sort of. There was a map that was like a gritty basement. What are you doing?
I'm googling Tekken
Oh,
characters.
okay, so I was worried you were just kind of. You
Just
got
going on
this.
Facebook.
Yeah.
You take it home, Dom.
You
Take
got
it home.
this. Yeah, take it. Yeah, good for you. What? What's that? Yeah, the bear.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Whenever you pick up a phone on you can't let it slide. You can't
This is
just.
the thing. All you do it's such a hospital pass because no one can see what you're doing. It just messes me up. Do you know what I mean? And I'm always talking when you do it. But anyway,
All right, come on.
so he So yeah, so you have
Yoshimitsu.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Uh,
He didn't have ginger hair. He had a mask and a hat. He was kind of like the Raiden of the.
A mask and a hat. Have you got a photo of him?
Oh, I will do in a minute.
Okay. Again, the slick workings one. But anyway, so you have those two fighting, and you have it be the one where there's an audience and they fight, and it's a bit, do you know what I mean? Very underground and gritty, kind of tournament-esque. Anyway, you eventually have one of them win, as you can imagine, and then at the end of this, so that would all the trailer would just be this fight scene between the two of them, and then after one of them had won, he'd be quite beaten up, but then all of a sudden, through the crowds of people, you would have King come through, sort of as a tank, with that mask on, and if there was a way to get it to kind of roar a little bit, I think that'd be really cool, or the kind of the noise of the roar as he sort of walked out, and then that was it. Tekken the movie coming soon.
All right, so we've got Anna Williams.
Okay, so you're going back to
Yeah,
characters again.
Armor King. It was kind of there was the Angel and the Devil. It was kind of, you know, if you finished Tekken, you fought Kazuya,
Oh yeah,
and then he got all kind of weepy, and then he came back as Devil.
yeah.
Heihachi Mishima, Jack, Kazuya Mishima, King. Kuma was the bear.
There was Paul as well. Paul who had that crazy hair that just went straight up.
Kunimitsu, who was if I show you the female version of Yoshimitsu, you know, whenever you beat the campaign.
Yeah.
Because if I remember right, you'd it was martial law. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you'd kind of do the campaign. The second from last person would be the individual character, like Prototype Jack. Someone called Wang. I don't remember that. So you'd have the kind of their own special character, and then you'd have kind of the proper end boss, if I remember right.
So
yeah.
that's the trailer. What do you think of it? So I think it should just be a fight and then King come out, and then that'd be Tekken.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. But then, you know, you got a whole film shoot after that, so you need to like.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh my.
So would that get you a ticket?
I'd see it on IMDb, and I'd probably leave a comment saying, "Boy, I hope the director doesn't stuff this up."
Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You know, You've registered.
Well, the thing that's also something that I really liked about playing the game was that each character had their own story, and a lot of the stories were interlocking. But I played a later version of Tekken than you did. But I think it was Tekken 4 or something I played, where they had the interlocking stories between the characters.
Yeah, they kind of did at the start.
Yeah, but this is the thing. And then, for my choice of characters was in completely the wrong order. So it was like each story was building and building this kind of webbed world.
Yeah.
The more it went on, and that was really cool. And sort of seeing the characters come together, or seeing like certain characters' journey end up coming against each other. So it was like, so you had Steve, the boxer.
Yeah.
I remember his story because this was the first one I played, where he'd not thrown a fight in England. He was, supposed to take money to take a dive, and he hadn't. He'd won the fight, so he then had to go into hiding. And in order to get the money to pay off his debts, he was going to enter the Tekken tournament. But he was always worried he was going to be assassinated by the mob. and then I was playing another character who was an assassin.
Ah, I see where this
Yeah,
is
do you
going.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
But completely forgot. Do you know what I mean? Enough time went past.
No, I mean, it was really clever the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
they did that, because I'm sure there's a lot of fighting games that did that before, and I think I've dabbled in one or two since,
Yeah, yeah.
where they do kind of have the intertwining stories.
But I think that was the
Tekken
best one for me.
It
yeah.
was, and it did kind of like, there was a lot of flesh on the bones for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one, and there was the comedy characters as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That it's kind of, it put a bit of lightheartedness into it, and each character felt different.
Yeah, yeah, completely. I think that was really cool, and I think that's what you'd. It's not necessarily the fighting. That
Yeah.
as long as you had good fight scenes, do you know what I mean? You couldn't make a Tekken film. And,
I'll tell you, kind of, just talking of Tekken, one of the worst memories of secondary school for me is I lent this guy
Yeah.
Tekken 3, and this guy, even at the time, he was a notorious douchebag.
right. Okay.
I'm not going to name names, but he was a bit of a loser.
You can name
know.
names if you may like us on Facebook.
Tempted? No, I
No.
don't.
Okay. Cool.
Because he was tougher at me at the time.
Yeah.
I'm scared he'll pick
might
my
still
ass.
be tougher,
Yeah. Some chance he's listening. So yeah, basically this guy was a bit of a dick, and I lent him Tekken 3 because he was a tough guy, and I thought,
Yeah.
right, I want to get this chap on my side, and just in case, I need a bit of calling a muscle, anything like that. So I was like, yeah, cool, I'll lend you Tekken 3. I loved Tekken 3 at the time. This is before I had my heart burnt from fighting games. And I said, yeah, you borrow it for a week, see what you think, get flavour of it. And it was 3 months later he finally gave it back to me. And the CD was so scratched, it looked like the dogs had been at it, basically. And it was with false hope that I put it back in the PlayStation, thinking, please God, please let this spin. And it wouldn't. So to console myself, all I had was a Tekken 3 demo disc from a PlayStation magazine,
Yeah.
which had like one fight with 2 characters, and I just have to play that over and over
Really?
again, because I couldn't say to my parents, I've lent
Yeah.
this guy this game, because games were a lot of money.
Yeah,
They still are a
yeah.
lot of money today, but even when you're a kid, it's all your money. And I couldn't say I'd lent it to this kid and he'd gone and screwed it up, so I had to just...
I did. In fairness, I gave it back in perfect working order. But I borrowed a game off a guy at secondary school in like June, and then he didn't ask for it back until the summer, so I had it over the entire summer holidays,
That's pretty
and
lucky.
then gave it back to him. Even though he was like, I remember hearing him. I didn't see him over the summer, but I saw other people he did. He was like, yeah, I need to go by Dom's and pick up that game.
What game was it, just out of interest?
It was San Andreas. Grand
Hey,
Theft Auto.
that's good.
That's the last Grand Theft Auto game I played comfortably, I think.
Are you excited about 5?
Don't care.
Okay.
I've really I've really been upset with the fact that those games haven't. I know they're Grand Theft Auto, and I know it's a lot to ask to say that they'll mature. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
after playing a game like The Last of Us and like BioShock Infinite, it just seems so infantile.
You've been spoiled. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've been spoiled. I think Grand Theft Auto is just sort of failing to move on with what people... Because, it's like... there's a brilliant professor who I will find the name of and put him in the link. Or even see if I can find a link of him saying this. But he talked about... Do you know the film Birth of a Nation?
No.
Birth of a Nation was one of the landmark films in filmmaking, made in the 20s.
When you say landmark films in
Yeah.
filmmaking, I switch off.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Let me continue.
All right, yeah, of
just
course.
a little bit. So it's kind of like it's got lots of things that we take for granted now in modern movies that they didn't have at the time.
Right.
And do you know that the track "Flight of the Valkyrie"? Bum 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 bum.
Yes.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
That's very famously used in that film.
Right.
And so the bit in Forrest Gump when he says, "Oh, my granddaddy was in the. He started the thing called the Ku Klux Klan," and you see him put that helmet on, and it's the music. That's supposed to be "Birth of a Nation." The film is why it's in black and white and sepia.
Yeah.
And so on one hand, it's an amazing breakthrough for films and paved the way for loads of big budget movies. On the other hand, it's like a love letter to the Ku Klux Klan. And if you could ever want a film unmade, it's probably the film that is in love with the Ku Klux Klan.
Right.
And so I heard he was talking about this film and then said Grand Theft Auto is a landmark in gaming. Do you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. Oh,
open
right.
world,
Okay, yeah.
The idea you
I was
can,
wondering how you'd bring
Yeah.
it back round. Yeah, okay.
the idea that you could do whatever you want. And
Yeah.
it's amazing. I played San Andreas
Well, it's
over
like,
and over
yeah,
again.
you wouldn't have Skyrim or any kind of open
world game with that.
Yeah.
But it's still it's like somebody making Birth of a Nation 30 years after it was first made. Still, do you know what I mean? They haven't quite. The film industry has still got a lot of maturing to do.
Yeah.
But it's come a long way from films about the Ku Klux Klan, where I feel like that game is so stuck in the past of like what they think is a good game. Do you know what I mean? You know, kind of, especially with all the posters still being women in bikinis.
I don't know. I kind of. I played the original Grand Theft Auto when it came out, when it was all top down and everything, and you got
played that one
bonus
as
for
well,
killing all the guys in the orange suits and that.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you know, you could literally while away hours.
I remember those maps. Yes.
Yeah, they were brilliant, weren't they?
Because it was supposed to be Mario Kart, wasn't it? But you could get out of the car and wander around. And
Was it supposed to be Mario Kart?
originally, they were making a rip-off of Mario Kart from above.
Oh, fair play to them.
But
Micro
there was
Machines.
But there was a glitch in which the police cars didn't just pull you. pull you
Yeah,
over.
that's right. I
They'd
heard
try
about
and
that.
ram you
They
off the road,
try and
and then
destroy you, and
it
the
was-
the playtesters loved it. I mean, the thing is with Grand Theft Auto, you kind of you get what you pay for. Really, to start with, it was groundbreaking and controversial.
Yeah.
But things like Saints Row 4 has come out recently, and I haven't played it, obviously, because it's Wii U.
Yes.
they didn't do that. But from what reviews and that, and just seeing kind of the videos online, it's being deliberately silly now.
Yeah.
Like in the first half an hour, you're president of the USA, you're a superhero, and you're fighting aliens.
Yeah.
And that's the way that
I
series
like-
has developed.
Yeah,
and I like that.
That it's undermining its own.
Yeah, it's kind of it's,
making a joke of it all. And
yeah,
also,
absolutely. I think with Grand Theft Auto, it's trying to be serious, silly.
it's just like I really like the things that games company and that game have done are wonderful.
Yeah.
But it's time to move on, I think. And the fact that none of those... Okay, so particularly at the moment, I'm rewatching The Sopranos. And the first series of The Sopranos that I'm sort of, a few episodes in, deals with being in the mafia in the 90s.
Right.
When, people are starting to get movie deals and having films made about the mafia, and everyone's romanticised the 70s version of the mafia. And now they're in the 90s, and the mob boss is in therapy, and it seems like a very interesting thing to do with the crime genre. It's still got a lot of issues as a TV show, do you know what I mean? But
never seen it.
No, that's fine.
I have no idea there's plotline to Sopranos.
But it just seems like such a waste. That so much money goes into those games, and to me, it's never got better than San Andreas. It's just had more money put into it.
I think bottom line, it's going to win Game of the Year, GTA 5.
That's
it is
so annoying.
It is. Last of Us is good, but GTA 5 is going to win Game of the Year because games.
That's really upsetting that GTA would win Game of the Year over The Last of Us.
I could be wrong. We will see. But I need to go back to what I was saying earlier. So yeah, Nintendo Land.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. We were trying to talk about birthdays.
Oh yeah, that was a long
This
time
time we
ago.
got to, and then your wife appeared and said that somebody had died.
David Jason's dead.
Yes.
Nintendo Land, New Super Mario Brothers U, Pikmin 3,
Yeah.
which is a pretty game. It's quite fun. It's alright. I don't really get the Pikmin hype, but it's,
Well, maybe you have to play some of them in the break, and then next episode talking about our
yeah, exactly.
failing.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Zombie U.
Okay.
Which is-
I was going to ask you if you had that one.
Yes. Yeah,
Is it
you'll
good?
enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's again we'll have a go on it, but it's very clever. It's really good use of the gamepad.
Yeah.
And Epic Mickey 2, which I got in the sale and regret instantly because
Right.
the game is terrible. But it's a modest selection. I downloaded a couple of titles as well, but I really like the Wii U. I think
It'd be interesting to use. And you've got a Mario one, haven't you? Mario Land, yeah. Nintendo Land.
Nintendo. Tell you what, there's a Mario Chase on Nintendo Land. I played it with Jess, my brother, and my brother's girlfriend. It is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Awesome.
And no offense, we have some laughs, but chasing Mario, you will see. You will see.
Will I?
Yeah.
Is it a racist thing?
Anyone? No, it's what?
I don't know.
Racist?
Oh.
No, it's the best fun.
Oh, okay.
It's good fun. I'm not saying. How can a Mario game be racist?
He's a short Italian plumber called Mario.
Sold.
Yes.
It's
that
I know
kind
a
of-
lot of people haven't played the Wii U, and it's kind of you get what you pay for. If you want to play The Last of Us and you want to play, real kind of games like that, you get an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I've got a kid on the way in less than a month. I don't have a lot of spare time. I really like the Wii U to kind of pick up and play, or just play it on the gamepad screen.
I remember you trying it out when we went shopping.
Yeah.
Not together, with your wife.
Shopping for shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I loved it. It's really kind of fun. It's convenient, and I'm going to try and if I want to do hardcore gaming, I'm trying to put some money aside to get a PC to do the proper the PC gaming.
Do you want my old PC? Possibly.
Is it any good?
Well, I'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
Yes.
We might have a sale. But yeah, that's my Wii U game collection. That's,
Great. Well, we'll play that
that's
in the break,
games.
and then you'll have to wait quite a while before you hear what we think. But it'll be instantaneous for us.
Oh,
Fulfilling
yeah,
our
of course.
childish needs.
Yeah, within the next half hour, we'll be playing the Wii U games, and if you're tuning in 2 months later,
Well, we'll park it there. I have no idea what to call this episode.
I don't know. I mean, we kind of took a bit of a convoluted path. It's one of those
Like
episodes.
we never do.
I don't know. It kind of went from. Were we ever going to talk about birthdays? We kind of mentioned September.
Maybe next
and-
time. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't know. We'll come up with something witty. I'm sure
Awesome.
we always do.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
If you're on SoundCloud, you should definitely head over to aimlowpro.com, where we've got lots of fun and exciting things for you to look at, including more podcasts, which are also on SoundCloud.
Selling ice to the igloos.
Yeah,
basically. Igloos, Eskimos. Weebly.
Selling ice to this.
Selling ice to igloos.
Weebly is Aimlow Pro now.
What?
Weebly is Aimlow Pro now, so you can go to aimlowproductions.weebly.com, or you can just skip ahead to Aimlow Pro. But you can follow us at Twitter.
At
Aimlow Pro. That was
Oh.
nice together. High five. There we go.
Excellent. No cues, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do want a bit more podcast, those kind of false starts we did earlier, those two kind of
we might
behind
put
the
them on.
scenes
Yes,
hidden gems.
We'll put them below.
Yeah,
They're on the main site though.
if we get in-
aimlowpro.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, anything? Oh, we have a Facebook page.
Excellent.
Have you liked us on our Facebook page?
Probably
Probably not.
You probably sent me a link to like us on the Facebook page, so yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to show Jack the reaction to the picture I put of us on the Facebook page, and you should totally check us out too, Aimlow Productions at Facebook. Wicked. We'll park it there, and we'll speak to you soon.
Brilliant. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, I dropped the mouse. Can't even end the podcast.
This wouldn't have happened if we were not